everybody to the first new episode of K1 preview and predictions. I got two of my favorite brothers here with me. I have Shaboron, aka Bron. Bron, say hello to the people.
Yo, what's up?
Man, how you been this week?
Pretty good.
That's good. That's good. Next to me, I got my brother from another mother, Chris Williams, C. Will. Chris, say hello to the people, man.
What's up, everybody? I know he called me C. Will, but I'm gonna let him pass. You call me CDub. CDub is a mantra I would go by. Never take L's. It's always lessons learned. So CDub, And I'm excited to be here, man, to talk basketball with Cortez, talk basketball with Bron. I can't wait to get this started, bro.
Yeah, I'm the only one that can do that because I am an original friend. So, we're going to jump right into this. We're going to talk about these teams, and also we're going to give our predictions when we do our preview as well. So first off, first game of the day, we have the struggling 76ers versus the Boston Celtics, which they are playing pretty decent ball, to say the least, these first three games. So, Shaboron, you've been here for 2 weeks, and you done almost went 6-0. Don't know how you doing. I think you cheat. However,
he went 6. He went undefeated last week, right?
Last week.
Yeah.
Last week. So I mean, you have seen these teams up close and personal a couple of times. So, just give us some insight on the 76ers.
On the 76ers, man, well, obviously Brandon Berry has been playing out of his mind.
Oh, yeah.
He's a walking 30 bucket, almost 40 every game. But he got to get some help on this team. And they're trying to figure that out. I had to talk to a couple of people. It was like, we need to help him out because he can't do everything himself.
I told you, they need to sign me. Look, 76ers, y'all need a Patrick Beverly type of player. Mm-hmm. Just sign me, man, because your boy Barry, he had, 40 the other day?
Well, he had 27 this last game, but he had 40 his first game.
It's 40 the first game, and y'all losing. Nobody is consistent. That's no shots. Please don't at me. Don't go on Facebook. None of that. No shots. But he too talented to be on the team like that and losing like that and dropping points like that.
Facts.
My bad for cutting you off, Brian, but I had to say it.
Yeah.
But see, y'all know me. Y'all can at me all y'all because I'm going to come regardless. So the elephant in the room is they lost 5-on-4. Like, Tyree Mosley just went bananas on them.
Yeah.
And they couldn't guard no one when they had the most people on the court. Like, how does that happen? However,
I mean, it's a lot of ways that can happen with the 76ers.
That
Again,
is.
no shots. I think, okay, so the 76ers problem is I watch their games on YouTube, okay, because, again, they're a struggling team, so I feel like I ain't got to get up early and come see them. But at the same time, they just need more players to do more. If y'all not going to be the scorer and Barry's going to be that main scorer, play defense. I mean, Bron, I think this was Bron was saying this the other week. Mm-hmm. Why not double team? Why not, do little simple things?
Yeah, set back screens, do something. Especially you got 4 people. Hit a screen, somebody going to be open. But it's just adjustments they got to learn how to make, that's all.
okay. So let's briefly talk about the Celtics. We know they have been playing some good basketball. They actually been without one of their top players in Antonio Phillips the last 2 games, and they were able to beat some top-notch talent. They beat the Warriors without Antonio Phillips, and that's a big win for them as well. So again, I'll start with my brother on my left side right here in the middle. Because you saw the Celtics. So what's your opinionated fact on the Celtics?
First of all, this is sponsored by Opinionated Facts. If you like sports, it's okay. If you like sports, if you like politics, if you like relationship talk, if you like anything, any conversation possible, head over to Facebook, drop a like, follow the group. It's Opinionated Facts. That's how it's spelled. I shouldn't have to spell it for you. Opinionated Facts. This is sponsored by us. come join the group. You'll love it. Now, what you were saying as far as with the Celtics, first of all, I want to apologize to Brody. He called me out because I picked them to lose, I think, the last 2 games. They've been surprising me. They have, like, I think bringing Brody off the bench the last game that they won was amazing for them because it brought them a spark plug. And it's just something I thought they didn't have. But I think Brody is that X factor for that team. Even when they get whatchamacallit back. When they get him back, Antonio, yeah. When they get him back, and with Brody, I think that's going to be a surprise team that people going to have trouble with throughout the season, bro. Just throughout, because they all play together as a team. And I'm not trying to disregard. I'm trying to learn y'all names, so don't at me again. But the team plays as a team. They all know their roles, and they don't mind playing the roles that they play. You feel me? So, yeah.
Brian, what you got to say? You saw him. So
you picked them.
Yeah, I picked them the last 2 weeks. I think I was the only one.
Yeah, you were.
But I liked what I saw in week 1 from them, and I'm like, this is gonna be my sleeper team for the season. Like, I like how they playing. They play well. They play together. They've been just playing against these tough teams and putting in work. I like it. Yeah.
So, just a few players that's coming in new this week. Mm-hmm. Celtics have 2 new players coming in this week. They have some size coming. They have Kevin Howard at 6'5", and then they have another 6'5", Max McCleary. I know from just seeing them before, they will help them tremendously. They're going to help fill Andrade. So I stand corrected because I didn't think the Boston Celtics was.
I see you repping them right now. You feel me?
Well, shout out to Kent Wade, Shake the Fear.
Shake the Fear.
You know, I stand corrected because I didn't see the Celtics doing nothing this year. Nah. However, they are playing some good basketball. The Quasnegger brothers are playing well. And, you know, much respect to Coach Josh.
Shout out Coach Josh. I'm sorry.
Like, he didn't came. Coach Josh has been coming in, putting in buckets after buckets, timely buckets. Timely. So, like, I stand corrected. I'm liking the Celtics this year.
So you go change your pick from the Celtics from OKC to the Celtics as your surprise team now? Is that something you go do?
Wait a minute, what you say?
Is you changing your surprise pick from the OKC Thunder, who you used to coach? I know very seldomly, you know, you very quick transaction, but still, are you go change from the Thunder to the Celtics now?
That's to be continued.
Okay.
So, because the 76ers, listen. So the 76ers do have another person coming in. His name is also Jason Harris. His brother was in the league last year. He played for the Grizzlies. His name was Derrick Harris. He's gonna bring the 76ers some athleticism that they need and some scoring that they need as far as being gritty down low and things, doing the garbage stuff that they need. Maybe he can be that.
Are they gonna win a game? That's all I want to know.
So
can he help Barry win a game? Because Barry out there looking like, man, think of a trash team and a guy just going out there dropping 50. Whoever that NBA player is, that's who he is right now. On a trash team that just scoring 50 and they not helping him at all. So my only concern is this player that you speaking of can help him win because he deserved to win. And if I'm another team, let's just put it out there. I know this is off the subject, but if I'm another team, I'm probably talking to Barry because it's looking rough for the 76ers.
To answer that question,
do you know any teams that's talking to him?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay.
But I might have a statement in the midst of this podcast.
Okay.
So, however,
okay.
You know.
Okay.
So, 76ers, Celtics, who we choosing? Brian?
I mean, I'm going with the Celtics all the way on this one.
He has Celtics pride.
I'm going with the Celtics on this one. Like, I just don't think the 76ers got it for this week. They will eventually get it together, I do think, and win some games further on down the line. But right now, this is Celtics.
Will?
Man, I'm rolling with the high hands. Brody, again, I apologize, bro. I ain't the one to not come on wax and come on camera and say you called me out multiple times, told me I was tripping. And I was. The Celtics, I'm riding them in a blowout. Hey, look, bro, if it's not more than 15, it's not a win in my in my opinion.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Celtics all the way. I agree. Celtics.
Yeah, I'm definitely rolling with the Celtics just because of Coach Josh. I feel like he's going to put in his highest number this game.
What's that?
15.
I agree.
All of them will be threes.
Hey.
Because the Sixers can't guard the three-point line. However, we're going to move on to the second game of the day. It's gonna feature the Hawks and the Bulls, right? So
Actually, it was a good game.
I'm gonna start with my brother right here. Give me your give me your take on the Bulls right now. Like, from seeing them in past weeks, you know, how do you feel about the Bulls?
Okay, so again, I'm learning names. Okay, so the biggest person that pops out to me on the Bulls is two players. It's Scoon. Shout out to Scoon. He probably don't even know who I am. Well, I'm gonna tell a little backstory. I did play with St. Ann in high school, and of course, I was part of the 08 team that won the state championship. So, with that being said, I saw Scoon kind of grow up, and to see him now, and it's like how tall he is, look just like his daddy. Hoop like his daddy too. But him and Nick Crow, bro, are they best players. And they show what they can be against the Nets. And the Nets is a good team. I don't care what nobody say about the Nets. I know they the vet team. Sorry, Nets. Y'all the old heads of the crew. Y'all old. But they show what they can really do against the Nets if they actually play a little bit of defense. That's it. You got two good scorers. You got a down low presence plus a pick and pop guy, Nick Crow. And you got Scoon who could do a little bit of everything. And again, they got their shooters out there. Yeah. So they have a team. Is what can we do on the other side for me? I do got them beating the Hawks. I know you go ask me. I'm gonna just say it now. I got them beating the Hawks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the Bulls a lot too.
Bro, they just
played well. Nick Crow's playing crazy. Was he having like 16, 17, 18 boards a game?
Nah.
He down low, getting gritty with it. Shaboron definitely playing good. And Buckner, when he is there, he seems to be unstoppable. Can't nobody stay in front of him. He quick. He get to the basket when he feel like it. And that two-man game that him and Nick got, it's going to be hard to beat.
And then, like you said he was close. He averaging 19 points and 16 rebounds, bro. Yeah. And then this is off 67% field goal percentage. Yeah. So I'm looking at that like they have everything. You got the high-low presence, as Brian just said. It's the other things, the little things with them.
Yeah, with me, for years, with the Bulls has always been defense. Yeah. Like them being able to lock in on the defensive end. It has been a struggle, even though I do think that they have the length to really lock in and you know, contain teams that are in the upper level in this league. The Spurs of the world, the Warriors of the world. I'm not saying that they beat them. However,
they got a chance to.
I do believe because of their ability to score. You know, so like Chris said, Nick Crow is a man eater down low.
He was talking a lot of junk. Hey, Nets, he was all this all day.
And he gonna be like, even if his team.
I like him.
See, one thing about Nick, even if his team is losing, even if his team has lost, he's still gonna. And that's his competitive nature, you know.
He's got to control his temper on the court. No more text. No more text.
You know what though? You gotta have players, and I know this is off subject. And I'm gonna let you get back. You gotta have players like that though. And I wish. What's the team we was just talking about? The 76ers. If they had a player like that, they could win 3 games. No offense. They can win 3 to 5 games, bro, easily, just with one player like that. So you always need players on the court who go get greedy, who go, demand respect from everybody, and sometimes get a little dirty with you.
So briefly about the Hawks. They still haven't had their full team, per se, but I think that we haven't seen the best out of them playing together. watching them, I always see that they kind of discombobulated. I see a lot of people playing a lot of eye ball, like give me the ball and things of that nature. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn because I thought they was gonna come in and be that organized team that play defense, can score the easy way, But I don't know. What you guys think about the Hawks?
You want to go first? Because mine is very short.
Just take a little moment.
I watched 2 games of the Hawks. I like basketball. Hawks, okay. If I pronounce your name wrong, I'm sorry. Jeremy, I'm going to just say your first name. Jeremy, he decent. He a hooper. Everybody else have, again, I'm going to keep it light, have issues playing in their roles.
And by the way, he's talking about Jeremy Capper.
Yes, Jeremy Capper. I'm sorry, Jeremy K. I'm gonna just call you JK, and don't kill me, JK. But JK is a hooper. He plays very well. He averaging 16 and 6. Again, everybody else, like you said, a lot of me ball, bro. It's a lot of like, all right, JK just hit 2 shots. I'm gonna try to shoot 2 shots. When in reality, you should be playing off of him and letting teams collide on him, and then you get easier buckets that way for your other players. And I think as they play more cohesive as a team, they'll win some games. They're not the worst team in this league by chance. I think that's the 76ers. Again, 76ers, you're the worst team. But the Hawks, if they don't, I'm being honest, they the worst team, bro. If the Hawks actually get played more together, that's all it is. Damn. That's all it is. That's all it is. Like, that's all it is. You feel me? Mm-hmm. They just have to play together. They play decent defense enough to win games. It's just, let's, when JK scoring, let's not take the ball out of JK hands. Let him score a little more. So we'll see.
Brian?
I don't got too much to say on the Hawks.
Nobody does.
They're gonna have to show improve. Like I've heard some good things about a few of their players. They're gonna have to show improve, just like the 76ers. They're gonna have to show improve.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Of both y'all, what player needs to show up at least for the Hawks to be competitive against teams that I feel like they on par with, like the Bulls, like the Thunder, who we go get into? What player you think needs to take a step up to possibly help them, get a couple wins?
Definitely Wyatt. I mean, he's 6'7",
wow.
And we don't even know if he on the court or not. Like, he needs to have an inside-out game. He's at the three-point line way too much. Mm-hmm. He can shoot it, you know. Yeah. But however, teams is gonna lock in on you and push you out further if you don't show no mid-range game, being able to pass out of the post, things of that nature. So my person would be Wyatt.
I think everybody needs to step up, honestly. Like nobody's been playing like exceptionally well. Like Caper has been, you say, averaging 16. They need to go up to 20.
Yeah.
And everybody else needs to step up a couple more points because they was in a couple games. It was just not doing enough.
So we got Bulls, Brian.
I'm going with Bulls on this one. Yeah.
And 3 for 3 again. I'm going for the Bulls.
Hey, Nick, you better have 20 and 25. Period. In school, you better have about 22. Because, it's looking tough for the Hawks, man.
All right, next up, Game 3. We have the returning champions, Golden State Warriors. And then we have the Milwaukee Bucks, which have also been playing some decent basketball lately. I'm going to go first, and I'm going to talk about Golden State. Seeing Tyree in the mode that he was in last week, I'm kind of scared for the league now. Because with Miko playing how he is, almost being unguardable going right, because I don't think, that's why I understand with the Sixers. Every time he drove to the rim, he drove on the right side. It's 5 of y'all. Why y'all not trapping this man going right?
Making other people shoot, bro.
So it's like, and then, Tidwell took it to another level last week, just being, a smarter basketball player, knowing what he had to do. And now you add Antonio Marshall. You add his brother Harry Marshall. Tiandre comes back. Aaron. He came at the end. However,
Shout out Aaron.
Aaron, all those players. Like it's very hard not to say Golden State is still one of the best teams in the league, even though they did take an early loss to Boston, which is a quality loss. However, we also need to understand that these guys are elite players. And I'm looking to see how they bounce back as a full team this weekend against the Bucks. Brian?
Yeah, with a full team, they definitely seem like they can be unstoppable. They got their one loss out the way.
You saying they the best team?
I didn't say they were the best team.
They won A1B right now for me.
Okay.
When they get everybody here, they won A1B.
You talking about the Warriors, right? Okay.
Yeah, they
You said they what?
He
they
won
won
A,
and
1B.
1B. But when they got everybody there, I mean, they showed they can get it done with 4 people, but with everybody there, they gonna be pretty.
That don't count. They was playing.
Bro, they was playing a JV team, bro.
It's still tough for 4 people. But
They playing Barry.
Very cold.
Yeah.
Very cold.
So Barry, that good JV player. That's
No, Barry the guy. Barry is the guy that plays varsity and JV.
Okay.
So like when he needs some burn, he'll play for the 76ers. But realistically, he could play on anybody's team and possibly be their best player. Like, and I know people go kill me for saying that, but Barry got game, bro. So it's no shot to Barry or even the 76ers. But y'all, they play like a JV team. Ain't no way you don't double. I'm sorry, I know we going back to. Ain't no way you don't double and you got 5 players.
They tried doubling.
They didn't try hard enough.
People might pass him. Like he would get it and just.
Like it could be a hard trap, something full court press, something. I'm sorry, y'all good. I'm sorry.
But the cohesiveness for them to come together with 4 and was like, we're gonna stay in this game. We're not gonna let them get in our head and get it down because they were down early. They came back and pulled it together. But with everybody there, they're gonna be tough to stop.
Who their best player on their team?
Oof.
You know who I'm gonna say on the Warriors.
Oof. That's.
And you can talk about. I want to ask a question about the Bucks, but I had to ask this question.
We're gonna get to the Bucks.
Tyree. I think Tyree.
I say Tyree too. So they so similar, him.
Man, that's tough, man. Because Antonio,
I know him, but
he's a floor general. Like he's a floor general and he can score. Don't get me wrong, I like Tyree, and it's like that's why I say it's hard. So I'm not gonna choose nobody, but
no, you got.
I gotta choose.
No,
yeah.
stop being biased. You gotta choose. If you just had to pick one to start a team with right now.
And I'm talking about grittiness, defense, everything.
I mean, just who you want. I'll tell you who I want. I want Tyree. And it's no shot at Antonio because he cold. It's like 1A, 1B.
You want to be real?
Yeah,
you want to be real?
Yeah, bro, that's why we asking you.
I go with Harry.
Okay.
I go with Tone brother because he's gonna bring me defense. He can score, and he's gonna bring that Pat Bear mentality, like
he tough.
Things of that nature. So let's move on to the.
Please, one more question.
Go ahead.
Should have Tyree got Player of the Week?
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. So before we get there, because we got to talk about.
Okay. So my bad. I'm skipping over the place. My bad.
So Milwaukee, they sometimes have Quan, sometimes they missing Barry, they missed Marcus last week. So it's like ever since the first week they haven't had their full team. Well, they didn't have their full team the first week because they didn't have Quan. So I know coming off this week to play Sunday, I believe they
won.
Mm-hmm.
You remember they hit that last second shot.
Yeah. So I mean, they were playing the Thunder. They won against a up and coming Thunder team that still learning how to win a basketball game collectively. But we'll get to the Thunder later on. But as far as the Bucks go, they have a lot of little things that they need to clean up on, as far as like being able to rebound and things like that.
They small though.
Because without Quan being there, because I wouldn't even say like Chris Anderson is a rebounder, but he's 6'5", but he's not a rebounder. He's just not that stature person. So like I'm just looking for the Bucks to be able to rebound, put in some more points, and just be more of a methodical team that they could be once they have everything, once they have everyone on the team. So, what you think, Chris? How you feel about the Bucks?
The Bucks are a tough team. So I picked them to lose last week, and I picked the Thunder in an upset, and it almost came true. But you were sitting next to me, Brown. Was you sitting next to me? Mm-hmm. Y'all was sitting next to me, and before the shot even happened, before they even got out the huddle, I was like, number 14, who is, and I'm gonna get your name, Tristan Schwartz. Tristan, I said this, and by God, we in the church. So God, hey, look, I ain't lying. I don't want to get struck down by heaven. I mean, yeah, by God. But I said he gonna come off a pin down, he gonna hit the tray ball, and they gonna win the game. He came off a pin down, he hit the tray ball, and they won the game. They tough, bro. You got Farrar out there who's a tough guy. I know his offensive skills, and don't kill me, Farrar, because he always like to. He another Brody. They like to, mess with me when I talk about their teams, but. His offensive skill ain't there, but it's everything else about him.
Yeah.
So with Quan not being there, I feel like he take that kind of gritty, tough, aspect of the game that Milwaukee need. My first time seeing number 27 Olden play, Barry Olden. Oh, he tough. He Luka-like. You know what I mean? I mean, he can pass, he can score, he can rebound. On the defensive end, he tries hard. Is he the best defender? No, but he tries hard, and that's all you can do on the defensive end. I think they're a good team. They're going to surprise a lot of people, even without Marcus, and shout out to Marcus, hopefully he can come back soon, with all that he's going through. So I just want to send out my prayers and stuff out to that gets settled. But he come through, they're going to have a decent team. I don't think they got enough still, though, to beat the Warriors. But it's going to be closer than what people think. I think it's going to be another close game like OKC, down to the wire, bro. I really do. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks pulled it off.
Oh.
Yeah. Look, Warriors, I'm not saying it yet, but I almost picked them to beat y'all. I don't want to say it because.
So, wait a minute. Are you picking them to beat the Warriors?
I'm picking the Warriors, but it's playing in my mind that if I had an upset pick or a game that people be like, man, I ain't finna watch this, and they mad they missed it, it'll be the Warriors and the Bucks. Yeah, that's gonna be a good game. I think that's gonna be a tough game. I think they're gonna play good. I think number 27 gonna get them issues, bro. I really do.
Brian, what you think?
They still gonna lose though. Let me get that out the way. It's gonna be a close game though. It's gonna be a close game.
I really like the Bucks, much like the Bulls. They're a really gritty team. Yeah. I like that. They get down, they get dirty. Only thing that they need to get better at is shooting. That's they fall back. Without shooting, it's going to be tough to beat the Warriors because it's hard to keep up with their shooting.
Well, Brian, who you pick?
Who am I picking? Something telling me Bucks, but
I'm telling you, bro.
But I think the Warriors, the Warriors going to take this one. It's going to be close. It ain't going to be no blowout. It's going to be close. It's going to go down to the wire, but I think the Warriors.
I said the Warriors. It's going to be close, though. It's going to be one of those games people didn't think it was supposed to be close, and you look up, fourth quarter, Warriors could be down by like 3. Or the Bucks could be down by like, 3-5 and making a run at it. You know what I'm saying? So, but Warriors. I got Warriors.
If they can't, yeah.
I'm
you gonna talk.
I'm gonna choose the Warriors because the Bucks beat the team that I picked last week, and I didn't appreciate that in that fashion. So I have to go against them this week. But much respect. Hopefully we get a good game. Whatever. So next up, game of the week. We have the Grizzlies versus the Lakers. All right, guys. This game right here. Because we talked about this a little bit, because we all have our different opinions on Memphis, Lakers, things of that nature. So, Brian, Lakers.
Lakers are a pretty tough squad. I like them. When they got everybody there, they play cohesive. They play together. They're a tough team. They're a tough team. I feel like they're a middle of the pack team, but they're still a tough team, and you can't sleep on them.
I mean, you want to say anything about the Lake show?
I like the Lakers, so personally a little bit biased to the Lakers because they got a lot of people that I just like watch playing. They got Tone, they got D, they got Andre, both of them, junior and senior, and I both like them. They got Hendricks, who I think is probably like a top 5 player in the league, probably top 3 if you held a gun to my head. But they have, I'm gonna say this, they have all the talent to be the best team in the league. Like top to bro, I don't care how you scrunching up your face.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Bro, talent is there, bro. Top to bottom. If you think about it, they got a point guard, they got a big man who can shoot. They got another guard. They got Tone, he can score. They got Hendricks, he can score. They got so many players who can get theirs and get buckets in the Harry. My only thing is, bro, they never play up to their talent all the time. So it's like in spurts. It's like 1 minute you looking like, man, like look at them going crazy. Like look how good they playing. They beating all these teams. Then you look up in the fourth quarter and you like, why is this team keeping up with the Lakers? You know what I'm saying? So it's like they turn it on, turn it off. And once they get it to a point where they stop just turning it off, turning it on, and keep it on, I think they can be the best team in the league. At least fight to be the best team in the league because they had a talent. Of course, the Spurs and the Warriors, which we will get to, but they had a talent to be the best team, bro. And D, that's my guy. He gotta step it up a little down low. He is scoring, but I gotta see those rebounds shoot up to at least about 7 or 8.
He stepped it up last game.
He did. And he's their best player. Like at times, I ain't gonna say just overall, but to me, he got it all as far as shooting, scoring, playing defense. And they got Andre, who's a lockdown defender. He's probably a top 5 defender in the league, bro. It's there. The talent there.
Yeah,
it's just the intangibles, bro. Like they on and off like a light switch, man.
That's why I said the middle of the pack team for me because they have 1 or 2 players that's up, and then everybody else not really playing well. But if they all come together and play to their full potential, they that. Yeah.
We're still talking about the Lakers.
We still talking about the Lakers.
All right. I like Jeremy Ruffin. He's a pretty good player. Solid player and inside.
Shout out to Jeremy.
I'm not completely sold on the Lakers. They still kind of disappoint me in some moments of their play and how they win games. Can't really say anything about the Hawks. It's the Hawks. Yeah. However, they played Boston. They beat Boston. And they played the Bucks, which are two decent teams that they beat. But again, like when you're playing against a top tier team like the Grizzlies,
are they a top tier team?
And I'm gonna get to that when I get to the Grizzlies. Okay. But when you playing a top tier team like the Grizzlies, with the pieces that they have and the things that they can do, it's very hard to really say, that the Lakers can overcome something like. I'm not saying they can't, but like, and I'm not even saying I'm picking the Memphis Grizzlies or the Lakers. You'll hear that soon. However, like the Lakers still have to show me that they can win in dominating fashion. Like honestly, like I need to see that. But they have to do it against someone that means something. Yeah. Like honestly, for me to say, yeah, y'all can play with the Warriors, y'all can play with the Spurs.
But you only play who on your schedule.
Right, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. With those games, like, so we're gonna move on to the Grizzlies because we're gonna tie it all together. So, I'm gonna just take one of y'all takes. No, you know what? Let's be brief on the Grizz.
Come on, man.
So we won't, prolong time because I can go all day on the Grizzlies. However, Brian, you go ahead, bro.
With the Grizzlies, much like the Lakers, full of talent. Everybody not playing up to their potential, and it's just they have to show and prove to me that they can be a top team.
Bring the jerseys.
Like everybody had high hopes for them at the beginning of the season.
Jersey.
But forgetting jerseys, you can't do that. And everybody also hasn't been there for that team. either. But they still gonna have to show improve. Everybody got to play to their full potential. They've been playing a lot of close games, but they just can't get it done. They got to figure out a way to make those adjustments late in the game and get over that hump.
I mean, Memphis is a good team. Like you said, they kind of like the Lakers, but the Lakers like to win. It seems like Memphis just don't like to win yet, and that's no shot. Again, it's just the way that they play at the end of games. Again, they missing a couple pieces to me, and I spoke to Walter about this. You know, I told him straight up, I'm like, y'all missing a guard and y'all missing some shooting, and it's not consistent. I also spoke to what is his name? I always forget, and sorry if I forget your name. Best player in my opinion.
Chad.
Who?
Chad.
The taller guy.
Kawani.
Kawani. So like, I talked to him and I told him the same thing. Like, bro, teams are gonna keep zoning y'all because y'all can't shoot. Like, even when y'all get, was it Mark that forgot his jersey?
Mm-hmm.
Even when you get him back, he's an athletic guy, but he's not a knockdown shooter. He hit a couple shots. Him and what's the number with the long drapes? Again,
Chad.
I'm sorry, Chad. He hit a couple jumpers the other game, but it was just like not consistent. If you go take those long range jumpers, my guy, please, by all means, do it, because I'll live and die with that. And as you can see, teams been living and dying with them hitting shots, and that's what's affecting them right now. Not able to hit shots and can't beat a zone to save their lives, and don't got proper guards out there other than Walter at times.
So they don't have proper guards out there at all. So let me tell you something, man.
Wow.
Because my perception of guards is pretty high. Because I done been around a lot of guards in my life. And Grizzlies don't got that at all.
Walter. Okay, so like
no shade, Walt.
no,
but like,
okay, so Walter is the type of guard that needs a guard next to him. So like, he can't be and I'll say it, like, we talking basketball, so ain't no, I can't say what I want to say, but ain't no,
you want to sprinkle some sugar for him.
Yeah, like, ain't no sweeten up what we saying right now, because it's no
You're
shot
sweeting.
today. Yeah, it's no shot to
No, you're sweetening
No,
right
I'm
now.
not. I'm finna say what I gotta say.
Go ahead.
Ain't no shot to him personally. Walter needs another guard because of the simple fact he's not a point guard. It's kind of like we using Patrick Beverly name a lot. That's what he is. He gonna spend all his energy on defense and crashing and kicking. That's his game. Which you can win with a point guard like that, but
Has Pat Beverly won yet?
I mean,
my fault.
I mean,
he has made it to the
playoffs, yeah, but the better,
Best win ever.
I mean, the best ways to win with Patrick Beverly, a guy like Walter, in my opinion, is to have a guy who can run the system around, like run the plays around him, get people in their right positions, who could be a facilitator, because that's not Walter's strong suit. In my opinion, Walter's strong suit and what he should be doing more is going to the rack. Like, he doesn't go to the rack enough, bro, because they go collide on him. He can dish it out. But that's why a lot of teams play zone. And his weakness is shooting that ball. So he need a guard by him that can shoot that ball and that can facilitate, so he can do his thing as far as playing defense.
It's my turn, isn't it?
It's your turn, bro.
Listen, man. The Grizzlies are a great individual team right now.
So you saying they not a great team?
You say individual talent, great, but
They are a great individual team. They got a lot of individuals that are good, but they haven't been able to bring it all together. However, one thing I seen when you're playing against arguably the best team in the league, which is the Spurs, arguably, right? They took them to overtime, right?
Mm-hmm.
They played a Spurs team that's been playing together for forever. And now you play a Lakers team that has been playing together forever. This is me personally. Excuse me, Jesus. This is me saying this. I don't think the Lakers are on the level of the Spurs. I just don't. Not right now.
Talent wise?
I think so.
Talent wise, yeah, bro.
I think they are.
They match up like when
I'm talking about like IQ.
We ain't said, that's why we said they on and off, because they 1 minute you looking up, they blowing the team out in the second quarter. Then you look back in the fourth quarter, and they in a game or they lose it by like 5.
The only game that they was blowing out was the Hawks. Boston was close the whole game. And Bucks actually came back on the Lakers.
But that's what we saying. They on and off. But we just talking about talent though. Talent.
I would so right now, if you had to pick Lakers or Spurs talent, who you picking?
I'm gonna pick the Spurs because I seen them win more. But I'm saying just they talent though. They had a talent to match up with any team, bro. Like D can match up with anybody. Andre could defend most of their guards. Andre, and I ain't saying he can stop Poodle, but he could definitely defend him, bro. Like he could definitely contain him and make it hard for him. They got Tone, bro, who's another scorer who hasn't really been playing that well.
Yeah, once he get it together,
bro, he hasn't been playing that well.
Once he get it together.
But that's a team thing.
I'm just saying, if the playoffs started tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. They don't though, but
I'm saying if it did, who would you be rocking with? Spurs or Lakers? We just established the Spurs.
Wait, we not disagreeing on your statement. I think we just saying that they talent. Like you look at the individual players,
we ain't even talking about the Spurs,
and they can. I know, but if you match up the individual talent, just player by player, Tone can play on any team. D can play on any team.
So do Tone go to the Spurs and start?
Who they starters? They got Puda. Mm-hmm. They got Sammy.
Dennis.
Ott.
And Trey.
Yeah.
Who?
You want me to be honest?
Yes.
So you got Puda.
You don't got to name everybody else again. Who you starting over?
Hold on. So who they guards again? Puda and who else?
Puda, Sammy.
And Sammy?
No, Puda and Dennis are the guards.
Well, I'm not taking Dennis out. So if Tone was on,
he's not starting over Puda.
No, I didn't say
okay.
That. So he's going to start over Sammy. And it's no shot at Sammy. Sammy a good player, bro. But if I'm looking at two guards like Puda and Tone together, nasty. And I know we jumping everywhere, but that's nasty, bro. Two guards that can drop 20 plus.
But let's get back on topic with Memphis.
All right, so as I was saying with the
and that's no shot at Sammy, but I would switch it. Like if you asking the coach in me, it depends on what I'm looking for that particular matchup. So if I got a bigger team, I'm not starting Tone. But and that's the beauty. That will be the beauty of it, though. You know, if Tone did go to the Spurs, and I ain't trying to cut you off, but that will be the beauty of it because Tone could be a 6-man, Sammy could be a 6-man. Tone could start, Sammy could start, just depending on the matchup.
We ain't talking about 6-man. We talking about.
Just saying.
So you telling me Tone will start over Sammy?
In some games, for me, yeah.
No, we talking about
just talent. Period, yeah, bro.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, they gonna kill. Hey, they gonna kill me. Hey, shout out Tone, bro.
All right, so I love Tone.
I'm messing with you.
All right. So Memphis Lakers. You know we can't. Time. So Memphis Lakers.
Memphis is hungry right now. They need to get that W. I'm at the rock with Memphis on this one. They hungry right now. They want it.
I'm going last.
Memphis Lakers. Lakers. I know I've been. First of all, is Memphis gonna have everybody? If Memphis don't have everybody, I'm taking Lakers.
I think even without everybody, they want it. They need to get over this hump. They need this win.
I got Lakers winning. I got Lakers winning, man. I got Lakers winning.
All right, you here first.
Come on, y'all. Hey, Lakers. Let's go, D. Let's go, Tone. Let's go, Dre.
You know, this game, I thought long and hard about.
Oh, you didn't.
I didn't. However, I'm rocking with the Grizzlies this game.
Okay.
I'm rocking with the Grizzlies to beat. I don't look at it as an upset, even though Lakers are 3-0. But I look at Memphis to beat the Lakers.
And shout out to Memphis again. I don't want y'all to think I was saying y'all not sorry. Y'all a top 4 team if y'all just learn, like, get little things together. So I agree with you. They are still a top team, even though they wins and loss record don't show it. But it's gonna be a close game. That's gonna definitely be a close game.
All right. So our next matchup, we have the Spurs and the Heat. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna talk about the Heat, and then Brian gonna talk about the Spurs. Chris will talk about the Spurs as well. Then we make well, y'all can do a mixture of both, so we can keep it moving.
Yeah, we got a couple more questions.
So Miami, I like Miami. They just have to figure out how to put together a complete game, because they have good moments in the game that they look good, but then they have 6 or 7 moments where they look just like the 76ers sisters. So if they can put together a complete game, they will be efficient to be able to compete. Now, they do have some reinforcements coming. Nathan Yaki is a force to be reckoned with. I was saying Kevin Tully is someone to be looking forward to as well. So I seen Nathan play, so I know that he's formidable. If he would have started in the beginning of the year, he could have been in that conversation.
That's the one from Alaska, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now my thing is how they're gonna play together, because they haven't really, played in a competitive game. They probably play pickup, but not in a competitive game together. So that would be my only concern. But them putting together a complete game has been a big downfall, and trusting one another also has been a downfall. So, Brian?
Miami hasn't really shown me much this year. Not to say that they can't, but they just haven't shown me much enough to where they can compete with the Spurs. So I'm definitely gonna have to rock with the Spurs on this one. But
Spurs don't do it.
Yeah.
All right, Chris. I ain't say about position. I'm just,
okay.
Go ahead, Ron. Keep
But
going.
like with the Spurs, last week, I'm gonna keep it a buck. It wasn't a good game for the Spurs, and they still put out the win. Most majority except for Puda, everybody they didn't play great. They didn't play well at all.
They did.
And they still put on a show. So Spurs is that 1A 1B with the Warriors with me, and they in the A slot.
Man, Miami. I think once you said they get their players back, I think they'll play better, because Zoe, Lonzo, Trey, 2 gritty guards, bro. I love those type of guards. They get into people. They get dirty. They talking to the crowd. I love it. I love their energy. They just missing a player. And there's no way that the big man that they got, what's his name? I'm trying to look for his name.
Shea Carter.
Yeah, ain't no way he not leading them in rebounds, bro. He got to play better too. And I think if he got more touches in the post, I think he'll play a little better. Last game, they got in foul trouble, I believe, real quick. So that kind of, took them to their demise. But they in that median ground. You know what I mean? They like a team that can be top 5, and they like a team that can be bottom 5. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, sometimes they play like the 76ers, and sometimes they play like, they can compete with the Lakers and the Warriors and the Nets. So I think once they do, and you saying this their best player, right?
That's coming?
Yeah, that's coming. Alaska. Okay, so once they get him.
In my opinion, yeah.
So once they get him, maybe they'll have more consistent scoring too. Because that's been another thing I watch with them. They can go on droughts. And I love the guard on their team. I call him Jameer Nelson. What is his
Bosby.
name? Bosby, man. He cold. But even at times, little Jameer Nelson, and no, I ain't trying to call you little like you little, but little Jameer Nelson, even with him, sometimes he'll get in a scoring drought and they shooting too many threes, tray balls, and they get away from what was really working for them. Mm-hmm. And I think once they get a consistent scorer who can really score and really, help them and just get that consistent. I get a bucket when we need it, because we ain't made 3 or 4 shots in a row. So let me go get this layup real quick. Once they get that type of player, I think they'll be more cohesive together, bro. They'll be good. I ain't got them winning that game, so that's why I'm being nice today or Sunday. They gonna lose to the Spurs. They go
so we got Spurs.
I ain't really got to talk too much about the Spurs. I mean, they're the best team in the league, bro. Puda looks like probably the best player in the league right now.
how he been playing. Dennis look like one of the best defenders. Sammy been playing well. Trey been. They whole team been playing well, like except for Sunday. But yeah, bro, they go beat the Heat. So I just wanted to get that. I don't really got to talk too much about the Spurs because people notice the Spurs.
So we got Spurs. Yeah. So it is unanimous.
And that's no shot at the Heat.
Yeah. No, it's not.
Because they gonna keep it competitive, bro. They might if the Spurs play like they did last Sunday, the Heat can beat them. But I don't think the Spurs go keep playing like that.
I'm excited to see what Yaki gonna bring to the team. Yeah. So he can be exactly what they need to get over to where they can be contenders.
So before we do the last game, the comment came up. Should Tyree have won Player of the Week? I'm going to be the first to say no. He shouldn't have won Player of the Week. I don't care if it was 5-on-4. Respect for Tyree. He played great. However, you played the 76ers. And Puda put in 30 on the Mon Squad, as they called themselves.
Who was that, Memphis?
Yeah.
They call themselves Mon Squad?
I call them that because they all
talk.
So I think Puda should have definitely won Player of the Week last week because of his performance in that caliber game. I'm not dismissing Tyree's performance of scoring what he did, but what Puda did had more like to it.
I mean, he was playing a better team.
Right. And, yeah. He was playing a way better team than what Tyree was playing. So, sometimes we cloud the judgment of, well, they was playing 5-on-4, things of that nature. But my thing is, what would you would have done if Puda was playing 5-on-4? They won, but Puda only scored 30, but Tyree played 5-on-4, and he scored 31 against the same teams that they played. Do you still give it to Tyree because he scored 31?
I mean, I agree with you. I think we all kind of unanimous about the whole Puda winning Player of the Week thing, right? Because he played the Grizzlies. I mean, just looking at his numbers right now, he had 30 points on 8 of 13 shooting. So, like, he was crazy efficient. I mean, he made 6 free throws out of 10. That's decent. You want that a little bit higher. But, I mean, as far as what he brought to the game against a better team than what Tyree brought beating the 76ers, he should have won. He should have won Player of the Week easily. I think it should have been unanimous across the board because, again, he beat he beat a more important team, number one, and he did it while his team needed him.
Right, yeah.
Not saying I think they could have won without Tyree.
But,
no, they could have won without Tyree.
What you mean, like 3 on?
No. No, I mean, like, if insert other player.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, they could have beat the 76ers, with still 5-on-4. Without Puda, you take Puda out that equation, Grizzlies probably would have won by 10.
Yeah. Puda willed the Spurs to victory on that one. But once again, not to diminish what Tyree did. He did what he needed to do to get his team to win. But Puda willed the Spurs to victory in Game of the Week and put on the show. Because everybody was lacking, and he had to pick everybody up right there.
So just a shout out to the committee that picks Player of the Week.
It's supposed to be changing.
So
it's supposed to be changing.
So as C. Will just said, hopefully, we have to be more proactive in our choosing when we're choosing, because ain't no way Puda shouldn't have won. So Puda got snubbed.
Yeah, he got snubbed. Go ahead.
Last game of the day, we got the Thunder versus the Nets.
It's gonna be a good game.
All right, so I'm gonna let Chris go first. Who are you picking? And then the team that you pick, you can talk about that team.
So for the Nets, is LJ gonna be here?
No.
Is Chills gonna be here?
I believe so.
OKC should beat them. I like the Nets, and I picked the Nets the last two. I picked them to beat OKC. I mean, not OKC, but the Grizzlies. You know, when they went to all those overtimes, they could have beat the last game. They almost came back. They could have won that one. But if LJ not there, he averaging 21 points, and they be needing that 21 points. You know what I'm saying? No, I think they should play CJ and Cam more. Actually, I think both of them should start together. Cam needs to. Is Cam the one that comes off the bench?
Mm-hmm.
Start Cam. Start Cam. Get a little bit more youth out there. And the Nets definitely could make it tough. But I got the Thunder winning. The Thunder been playing very, very like a team that shouldn't be 0-3, right? They should be 2-1 at least. They should have lost that first game. The last two games, they could have definitely won. Not saying they should have won, but they could have won. You know what I'm saying? The Bucks game, I don't know how you let their best shooter come off a pin down and not collide on that. I don't know. It was just, they have brain farts. They play like they age. They very young. They play young. But, they have all the talent in the world, my guy. They got Devin Vance. Shout out Devin. 6'7", 6'6". They got Jock. We'll talk about it. I'm gonna be nice for right now. They got Vent 6'7". They got Jarquez. He a cold guard. They got KJ who just came back. I don't know if he playing again. Cortez said he not. But they got KJ. They had KJ. They got Dyson, bro. They got Bobo. They got what's his name? We're gonna talk about him. They got who?
You talk about who?
They got Mac.
Who?
They got Tanky too. No, I'm saying they got Dyson. He good. They got Marshall. Good. They got decent players, bro. Like y'all trying to make me laugh. They got good players. The only thing wrong.
They got some talent. For sure.
They got some talent, bro. Like the only thing wrong with y'all, Thunder. Look at me. The only thing wrong with y'all play like y'all age. Even like when it comes to coaching. Those
dumb mistakes.
Taking out lineups when one lineup is winning by 10. You taking them out. You changing play. Bro, they got the talent. Just keep playing how y'all playing and stop making rookie mistakes. And they go win some games. But I got them winning this game just like I had them winning last game. So please, win this game because I feel like that's an upset if they beat the Nets. Without LJ, it's an upset.
I don't think it's an upset.
Bro, it's an upset.
I think these depending on who's playing, for OKC, I don't think it would be an upset if they win. Once again, the Nets don't have LJ there to be like they main scorer, and I think OKC can get it done this week the way they played last week because Nate came and balled last week. Yeah, Bino came and balled last week. Is just
stop hating.
He played
good, bro. You a hater. We gonna talk stuff about him. I got some questions to ask you anyway before we get started. Can I ask you right now before you even pick the Thunder? So you were the Thunder coach. Like, let's just get the elephant. Let's get the elephant for a short stint. Let's get the elephant out the room. You were the Thunder coach. What made you say, I'm going to take a step away from this team? Because like me and him did say, they do got decent talent. So why did you take that step back, like as far as so you could get it out the way? I know a lot of people was wondering.
Well, I mean, it's very simple to me. It came in 3 factions. Family. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to coach grown men. Mm-hmm. And I just felt like they were going to be a collective group to coach. And it's like, when I think about a team being collective, that's just not a right fit for me when I'm an X's and O's type of coach. Like, I want you to be different positions. I do schemes. I do different things. But, moments when you say, well, we're a church league. We playing in church, all this stuff. So, Spurs came out there in the 2-1-2. But, and it's things like that I didn't want to put up with. I didn't want to have to deal with attitudes, things of that nature. I got to deal with that, coaching high school. So it's just like, much respect to him. Like I told Tanky, much respect to him. Like, and I wish them well on the season. But I didn't want to have to deal with that on Sundays, you know. And then two, you know, I had a plethora of practices during the summer, leading up to the game. And a select few will come, and that's a sign right there that there is no, we gonna make noise.
So no dedication.
No dedication from some people. So it's just like, why should I, waste my time doing that when waste money too? Because there was times I had spent my own money, and nobody would show up or anything in that nature. Like, I wasn't gonna do that.
Right.
So, like, and I told them, I said, listen, a lot of people was like, and I'm saying on here, I already told them in the beginning, I was like, I'm not 100% sold of coaching. I do it, in this moment, but I give y'all one game, see how that goes. I would have left regardless if they would have won the first game against the Spurs. So, I ain't want to put up with it.
I feel you. So, now that you had something to say, bro?
Oh, you can go ahead.
Okay. You should? Yeah. All right. So, like, with that being said, who you taking
In this game? Nets.
I don't blame you.
So I'm picking the Nets for various reasons. When we look at defense, we look at a lot of things, right? Bucks, they didn't even have their defensive players there. They didn't have Quan, they didn't have Marcus.
Yeah.
So they didn't have they gritty defensive
guys.
players.
They had Farad. That was about
and he didn't really play.
In 27 play, he tries.
He's like Luka.
Yeah,
so so I gotta take that into consideration. That's big. You had everybody, and you lost by a buzzer beater. I'm not saying Tristan not vulnerable to make that shot, but you lost without them having arguably their best player from last year. Well, one of their best players from last year, Quan, and another player, Marcus, which is another great player on their team. And then now you're playing against a team that, even though they have been looking sluggish from time to time, they still know how to play together. They still know how to play defense. Because it's times in games.
Talking about Nets, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's times in games where they're coming back on team.
Like they almost come in against the Bulls.
Yeah. They almost came back. Shoot. Shaboron called me. He was like, man, they came back. I'm like, dang.
They tough, bro. Because they have and I know a lot of people, the Nets, they ain't that, bro. They're good because they think, bro. They use their mind.
I'm gonna say this about like this game coming up. I pick OKC, but they're gonna have to control the game, the whole game. You cannot let the Nets stay.
I don't see that
because the Nets, they got big time bucket getters in the clutch.
Nate has to score 30. He has to score 30.
So I don't think that's how they win. So the best way they were winning when they played against the Bucks was they were playing as a team. Everybody was getting buckets.
They had a guard.
They had KJ. Don't get me wrong. Hold on, KJ might not be there, but I think
he's not going to be there.
Okay, he's not going to be there. But I think Nate can kind of play. He a scorer. He's more of a scorer, but I think he can control the game because even when he came back, Nate came that first week, he controlled the game, right? They lost, but they played well. You know what I mean? He controlled the game. They're getting better each week.
They played in Miami. That's.
I mean, that's not their fault, but they the same way.
But they still playing better every week. They've showed progress.
Yeah, they showed progress, bro. And then look,
I'm not saying he's not showing progress. I'm just saying when you talk about defense, the Nets are going to play that rugged defense. They have the players that bang.
Yeah.
Jared, Troy Louis. Troy Louis wasn't even there last week. Coach
mid-range bully.
CJ Link, Cam. I mean, they will get down there. And we're forgetting about the player that they're adding in Black Bean. Guard. Like, he's a formidable guard that's coming in the league. Like, he's about this tall, but he cold.
So I haven't seen him play, so I can't judge.
Right.
But what I will say again, the Nets kind of like the Celtics, how is they your quiet team that's gonna bubble. That's what the Nets are for me. You know what I mean? That's what they are for me. They could be a team that you look up. They might be like 1-3 or 2-4, but they still make the playoffs because, like you said, they smart. They vets. You know what I mean? They all play well together. I just think they need to start Cam because they need some more. They need some more score. If LJ not gonna be there, start Cam. Let him get some buckets. Let him and his brother get some buckets.
You know what? I might have to change my prediction.
Don't do that.
thinking-
Don't. Oh.
No, I'm just thinking. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Wait, let me see.
You scared of OKC? That's what it is. Because
I don't know what their headspace in after that loss last week because that was tough the way they lost.
Can I say this?
So-
I got some insight.
Okay.
So when they lost, I was in the hallway, and it was a couple players, Thunder players out there, and they feeling pretty good about themselves. They feel the same way that I feel about how certain lineups got put out at certain bad times. How they, and I ain't gonna say who was out there, but they feel like certain lineups should have stayed longer. And I think it's just little things like that for them, bro. Like, they coach and play their age, and it's no shot to them. But Devin is back. Devin Vent. He say he coming back more healthy.
What's coming back for him?
He healthy now, bro. He had an ankle injury.
Well, but you say he's coming back.
That's no excuse
what
to him.
What has he done before?
I think okay, so the issue with Devin, they X factor. The issue with Devin is he just shoot too much. And I get it, because that's his game. Like, he kind of like a Chet Holmgren, baby Chet, But at the same
Chet
time,
way more aggressive than him.
Well, that's because it progressively
Okay.
happens. So maybe now that he a little bit healthier, maybe he will be more aggressive.
Are you telling everyone because Devin wasn't healthy?
I'm not saying. Look. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I know for a fact that he's coming back healthier, and I think he didn't say this. No, I think personally, him playing on a bump ankle was him playing less aggressive. And I think if he come back, he be more aggressive because ain't no way you letting a 5'9" person guard you. And I saw that a couple games with Devin, and I told him that ain't no way. And I think if they run more pick and roll with him, where he get to like the free throw line or the high post, he could throw a little floater, throw a little jumper. He 6'7". He gonna be looking over everybody instead of doing pick and pops with him. Get him going a little bit easier baskets. Then you'll see the transition of him shooting threes because now he feeling himself. He got a lot of easy buckets. He the X factor, bro.
If he
ain't no way he should be averaging 8 points. Ain't no way.
Yes, it is.
Ain't no way he should be averaging 8 points and 4 rebounds. He should at least be averaging 12 and 9. And that's not a lot.
So he gonna get 12 rebounds on the net?
I didn't say 12 rebounds. I said 12 points. He should be averaging 12 plus points and 9 or 8 plus rebounds. Ain't no way you averaging 8 points and 4 rebounds.
He just got to get more aggressive and get down low and get there. That's all.
On 2 rebounds on 37% shooting. And I think it's the way the team just use him. Like, if they use him a little better, make him a mid-range game, make him an inside presence, then work your way out. I think it'd be better for him.
I'm telling you, they were a different team with KJ leading them out.
He's a facilitator.
So that's what I'm saying. They don't have that facilitator anymore. Who's going to facilitate? You need Nate to score in this type of game. You need him to score.
I don't think so.
It's
gonna be a low scoring. It's gonna be a low scoring affair, bro. I don't think they need him to.
But I'm
get
saying,
30.
who else gonna score though?
Man, they got. What's his name?
I hope it's Jacques. I want Jacquees to.
What? They gotta use him better too.
Listen, man.
He could be your guard. Why he can't? Why Jacquees can't be the lead guard?
He can. But I honestly with Jacquees, and Jacquees is like one of my guys. He was the one that I wanted to stay for him. However, I ain't want to.
Keep going.
But that's one player that I'm wishing. I wish him all well. But like he's one player that I'm praying that he has that he was gonna have a good season this year.
Yeah, ain't no way he should be averaging that. No way.
Like 7 points, 2 rebounds. Come on now, like you a freak of nature. Like you jump out of this world, bro. And Bino,
he's struggling, bro.
That's another thing. You don't know if he gonna show up.
Yeah.
You don't. He didn't show up the second game. You know, we don't know if he's going to show up.
But
Those are big things when you're making predictions. For me, when you're making predictions, I know a good chunk of the Nets going to be there. Like, I know, like, you know, they're going to be there. And at least they're going to give a competitive game, too. Like, Maurice, Terrell, like, he's going to get in there and bang. Like, they're not just going to be able to just go in there.
And get an easy win.
And that's another thing. Like, I don't think they shoot the ball good enough, the Thunder do just yet. I don't know. Maybe Devin do go in there and hit 8, 9 threes. I don't know.
But this the thing though. You playing a 2-3. Why not put his 6-7 butt right there in that free throw line part? Because the Nets go come out in the 2-3, right?
But his lateral quickness. I don't care about his ankle. His lateral quickness was not that great, even when he had a good.
But that's
ankle.
on defense. I'm talking about on offense. On offense, the Nets go come out in the 2-3, right?
Yeah, but they gonna put hands on him.
Right, but I mean, what I'm saying is, and I know I ain't trying to put him in the middle, like put him in that free throw line, extended part. And,
you need to put someone in the short corner. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. Like, you have to have some type of basketball IQ on the floor.
Yeah.
You do. Like, and not talk about anybody, but it be some people that feel like their basketball IQ is higher than others that is really not. You need to expand your basketball IQ to be a better player than what you are. And like,
Go ahead, bro.
and everything.
You wrong for that, bro. You wrong.
I feel everything Cortez is saying here, and that's why I decided to change my prediction.
What?
But because, like, once again, I don't know exactly what their headspace is after that loss. I don't know if they learned their lessons from the mistakes they made, because that was some big mistakes down low. like down at the end of the game, like, you gotta let that ball roll out of bounds. That would have saved 3 seconds off the clock. They wouldn't even get a shot off at that point. But it's just the IQ in certain situations. They just haven't shown that they have it. They're just young, and they need to get it together. And also, in close games, the Nets hit big buckets to take the lead and everything.
That's my
like
squad.
that.
I feel bad for picking against them, but I just think
It's time for the Thunder being so close,
Like, yeah,
so close, bro.
But
So
guess
it's
what?
time.
But guess
I feel
what,
it's
bro?
time.
If they get close like that, like they did with the Bucks last week, Ronnie hit them big shots.
Cochise, mid-range bully.
Hit those big shots when they need it.
Black being, y'all gonna see.
Yeah.
Y'all, torch,
So you picking the Nets.
most definitely.
So my pick is an upset pick. I think I'm picking the Thunder.
I'm rolling the Nets on this one.
Okay.
Because
So-
they need to get another win under their belt too. Okay.
So y'all hear it first here at K1 Podcast with my brothers here. We all made our predictions, our everything that we did today. You know, again, we want to thank Opinionated Facts for definitely sponsoring our podcast. We wouldn't be able to do this without him. And we also want to definitely give a shout out to all sponsors of the league. We appreciate you as well, because we wouldn't be able to do this without you also giving your contribution, your support. And lastly, giving our thanks to the administration team here for K1. So come out this Sunday. First game starts at 12. It's going to be some great basketball. And, you know, we look forward to some highlights and things of that nature. You might see one of us on the sideline interviewing somebody. You just never know. You know, we might even do a podcast at the end of the game. You just never know. So we're looking to get guests on. So stay tuned to this new and improved podcast sponsored by, again, Opinionated Facts. We thank them. We appreciate them. So, guys, do y'all have anything else y'all want to say to the people before we leave?
For all the players in the league, everybody that's playing, make your free throws. I'm sick of seeing y'all go 1 for 2 at the line. That's why y'all losing games. But please make your free throws. Get in the gym, put up the free throws, and then the turnout will be different. Like,
Mainly 3-point shooters. Like, all these 3-point shooters, and they get to the line and they miss free throws. How?
So I want to say this. I had to grab the mic so people can hear me crisp and clear when I say this. Brian, thank you for telling them that, because ain't no way y'all hosting up 23s and y'all make 10, 50%. And then y'all go to the line and be 40%. Ain't no ways. Form shooting, brothers. Form shooting. I know y'all don't want to hear it. Form shooting, hit the free throw line. I want to also say thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me. Brian, it was wonderful. I can't wait to interview some of you guys. I can't wait to contribute again to this. Hopefully I can show my face a little more and we can get started. Thank you. Thank you, bro.
Yep. So we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys, and we look forward to seeing all of you out on this Sunday.
Hey, Lakers, Thunder, stop playing around. Hey, win this games for me, man.
He only saying that
I don't take losses. Lessons learned.
He only saying that because he ain't been winning nothing.
Let's go.
Let's get it. Game.